Oh, excuse me. I didn't notice you were there. Oh, gosh, I forgot. I'm supposed to discuss autism versus Asperger's. Well, oh brother, let me catch my breath. Whew. For a long time, I knew I had a mental disorder. Ever since childhood, even going back to seeing my childhood psychiatrist, Dr. Norman Paul of Boston. Well, later on, I learned that it was called Asperger's or autism. People in my later life here in Bellingham tell me it's Asperger's. Well, I went along with that until a month or so ago, and I realized there's a couple of very serious issues with the word Asperger's. Asperger's is named after Hans Asperger. You see him right here. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'd want him here in Bellingham. He looks a little, Hans Asperger was an Austrian pediatrician before the Nazis took over Austria. When the Nazis took over Austria, the history of what exactly happened got a little bit fuzzy up until the 2010s. It seems to have been accepted that Mr. Asperger was resisting the Nazis wanting to euthanize children with serious autism, but only save the children who had mild autism so they can become rocket scientists, engineers, whomever. And we believed that all along. Well, it turned out it may not be true. Some papers surfaced in Austria in around the 2010s, between 2010 and about 2018. And it turns out that Asperger may have collaborated with the Nazis to, yes, select a few who had mild autism and let them become the rising star scientists and engineers. But then, with the rest of them, euthanize them. There is a place, let me pull out my notebook. Oh, the Spiegelorden Clinic, very notorious. It is part of the Otto Wagner Hospital at the time. The image you see to my right, unfortunately, is very recent of that same institution. The old pictures, unfortunately, are copyrighted. And the copyright court is only 3 miles that way, and I don't want to be locked up by them. But looking at the 3 front doors of that building tells me it's the same building. So it appears that Hans did euthanize the children with autism who were serious with autism and could not perform in society. So there is a stigma with the name. Now, what's interesting is, it wasn't Hans who used the name, coined the term Asperger's for autism. A British psychiatrist, a woman by the name of Laura Wing, added Asperger's to the DSM, a Diagnostic and Statistic Manual for Mental Disorders, DSM. The DSM Division 4, which was released in 1994, Asperger's was added to that by Lerna Wing. Now, I haven't looked up why she did that. Unfortunately, you're not going to see a photo over here. It is a copyrighted photo. So you just have to leave her looks to the imagination. She did not look like me. Now, things have changed because of the discovery of what happened with Hans in the 2000s. They have removed Asperger's from DSM-5 was released in 2013, and Asperger's was removed from the diagnosis. And now it is autism along with all other autism. And the disorder now, autism now is ASD, Autism Spectrum Disorder. There are 3 levels of autism. One is Autism 1, who needs some help but can function in society okay. That's someone like myself. Autism level number 2, level number 2 requires substantial support and cannot easily deal with society. Then number 3, autism number 3 requires substantial support. And that is someone who cannot be in society, must be helped at all times. But we are all of the same spectrum, autism. So the association with Asperger's and his very, very questionable history is now gone. We're all of the same spectrum. There's also another good reason. Why separate those of us with autism level 1 and put them way up there, and those lights, those stars, way up there, and leave everybody else down on the ground over here? Let's bring us all together onto the same spectrum, autism, autism spectrum disorder. So we are all of the same rainbow. I hope this helps some of you who have the confusion. But it appears that the world is moving away from Asperger, who has some questionable history, and towards a full spectrum that includes and embraces all of us to create that one colorful rainbow to which we all belong. Of course, as with all videos, I love you all. Let my compassionate, endearing love keep us all together in one happy family and community.